hello, I didn't see you there.
Starting to play again. It's only when we film.
It's not because I just riled them up.
Yeah, that too. You should hold him.
Should I?
Because they're gonna scream the whole entire vlog.
Oh.
The whole time.
They seem to be keeping their distance. Oh, never mind.
Feed! Alright, hello guys, welcome back to Vlogs. Just want to say before we start, if my chin looks weird, do you see how it's like a whole mountain right here? I had one of those under the skin zits for the last 3 days, and it's just it really hurts. You guys have had one before, and I've named it Chad, and we don't want Chad. We want Chad to go home, but he's gonna be here for a bit while longer. So if you're like, why is your chin lopsided? That's why, okay? It's Chad.
It's Chad's fault.
It's Chad's fault. Before we get into today's video, I just want to let you know that if weight gain, weight loss, health stuff affects anybody, triggers anybody, that is what this vlog, at least the first half, is going to be about. So if you don't like hearing about that stuff, I totally understand, and Ty will put a little time thing here to where we talk about the last 4 horror movies that we watched. So if you're just here for the horror movies, skip to that point. If you want to hear what we have to say about our health journey, specifically Ty, stick around. So Ty actually came up with the idea for today's video, not me, but as I'm sure a lot of people can relate to, has been a lot. Actually, can I even say that word? He probably just bleeped it. The last year has been a lot with the pandemic.
Words.
The panorama. I don't know if we can say it. Sorry, honestly, YouTube's really weird about that stuff. And I think a lot of people can relate to the fact that we've been sitting around trying to pass the time. We've had anxiety, depression, all the feelings. And a lot of us, and I know Ty and I, have gained a little bit of weight. And this whole video is not about the way that we look. It's about our health, especially with our Lyme disease. Any weight that we put on affects us negatively because the Lyme bacteria actually likes to hide in fat in your body. And so it's harder to get rid of all that bacteria when it has places to hide, if that makes sense. I'm not as worried about me. I have put on a little bit of weight, but I'm not worried about me physically. I've just been working out more and trying to eat better. But I think Ty wants to talk a little bit about his journey with you guys because he wants you guys to hold him accountable. And once he starts talking about this, he knows that he's gonna feel more motivated to do something about just his health. We're not talking about physical, we're talking about our health. Leaving it to you, Ty.
So basically, exactly as Jessii said, when it comes to our Lyme disease, having extra weight on us can be very detrimental, and it makes functioning every day a lot more difficult. But one of the main reasons why I really want to try and get healthier in this sense and try and work out more, I put on a lot of weight during this time, and it was about 60 pounds, which is quite a fair bit. The reason why it's concerning for me is because of my family history on top of the Lyme disease. My family is a bunch of big people, and something that probably a lot of people of larger stature sympathize with is that the bigger you are, the harder your heart works. And any extra weight on top of a very large stature on top of it can make your heart work a lot harder. Heart conditions are very prominent in my family. Both of my grandfathers actually suffered from not very good heart things. My grandfather on my dad's side had to undergo a quadruple bypass surgery, which is very major heart surgery. And my grandfather on my mom's side actually passed away due to a heart attack even before I was born. I was never had a chance to meet him. I have to be really careful whenever I put on extra weight because I start noticing I start having more heart symptoms. And that's why I want to try and be more careful with what I'm eating and trying to exercise more because I'm getting to a point where it's starting to negatively affect my health. That's why I want you guys to hold me accountable because when it comes to working out and eating better, I just kind of whine all the time. So you guys are probably going to see a fair bit of that over the next couple vlogs, however that is. I'm probably just going to curl up and ball and say no. So I need that extra support just to kind of push me in the right direction because I want to live past my 40s. So I need to be really, really careful when it comes to this. Lyme disease, heart stuff is not something that you can play around with. So as I mentioned before, I put on 60 pounds when all of this worldwide stuff started happening. Before that, and especially around the wedding, I weighed at 220 pounds. Currently, I weigh 280. So I weigh almost 300 pounds. And I'd like to try and get as close as I can back to where I was at the wedding, because at that point I was feeling great and I wasn't having nearly as many of the heart symptoms as well as the Lyme symptoms. As we mentioned before, this isn't because of how we look, it's because of how we end up feeling with our Lyme disease and our heart conditions and all that stuff. We just want to make sure that we're healthy for all this.
We actually wanted to hand this over to you guys because when we were talking about, you know, this new health journey with Tye specifically, he was saying that every 10 pounds he loses, we should do something really interesting, and especially for the vlog, and I feel like that would make it just more fun for his journey, that every 10 pounds, what should we do that's like exciting or interesting or that you guys would like to see, because then I think this will make the journey a bit more like fun and interesting for him. So please comment down below what you think we should do for every 10 pounds that Tye loses to get to his goal healthy weight. Let us know. We want to hear some ideas.
Please make it fun for me, because then I'll actually be motivated.
Yeah, Tye wants it fun for him, so don't be like,
he has to jump in like a cold lake.
like obviously he's not going to want to lose those 10 pounds.
I would.
You would?
Yeah, I would.
A cold lake?
Yeah, I love cold
Okay,
lakes.
not like he has to go on a hot air balloon
That'd
across
be
the
neat.
world.
Well, not across the world.
Across the world.
I don't have like the ragtag group of friends to take around the world and like us do like kung fu moves and all that stuff. Around the world in 80 days.
That was a good movie. I used to watch that all the time. Anyway, let us know what you think should be like the every 10 pound goal, what we should do on the vlog. That is enough of the weight talk. And now we're gonna be talking about the 4 horror movies that we watched last. Now I'm in the chair and you are gone.
Well, I'm in another chair, but
You are in another chair. And there's actually like dog boogers all over it. Did you see that?
I appreciate you telling me that after I've sat in
There's
it.
dog boogers all over it.
Thanks.
Anyway, okay, so the first movie that we watched was Visions from 2015. After moving to a vineyard to start a new life with her husband, a pregnant woman begins to experience terrifying visions. I actually really liked this movie, but it's a very slow burn, and it wasn't until the last, I would say 30 minutes that I was like, wow, this really came together well. Because at first I was like, it's kind of like slow, but the end pulls it all together and it makes sense, and I would watch it again knowing the ending. Like it would make it interesting to watch it over.
I wouldn't.
I know, Tye didn't like it. So Tye gave it a 2, I gave it an 8. 8 is pretty high. Go watch it. It's really good. I think it's on...
A streaming service of some kind. You'll find it.
We didn't have to pay for it, so it's on one of them. Then we watched Intruders from 2015. It's also called Shut In, apparently, depending on what country you're in, I believe. Anna suffers from agoraphobia so crippling that when a trio of criminals break into her house, she cannot bring herself to flee. But what the intruders don't realize is that agoraphobia is not her only problem. Dun dun dun! It was a unique movie, I would say. Tye gave it a 4, I gave it a 5. Wouldn't watch it again, but it's definitely not a bad watch if you want to watch it.
Yeah, like the twist of the movie happens like in the first like 40 minutes.
I would avoid trailers because it literally gives away the whole twist. Then we watched The Girl with All the Gifts from 2016. A scientist and a teacher living in a dystopian future embark on a journey of survival with a special young girl named Melanie. That barely even told you what the movie was about. It's basically a unique take on a zombie film, and that's all we can really say.
Which I'm
without
pretty
giving away
confident
too
is
much.
based on a book.
It could be.
I do believe so. I think it's based on a book.
But if you like unique zombie dystopian films, I think you would like this. I think my parents would like this. I told them to watch it. They like The Walking Dead and stuff like that. Tye gave it a 5, I gave it a 6. So I would watch it again and I would recommend it. But it wasn't like amazing. That's why it's only a 6.
You weren't a big fan of the ending.
No, the ending was like confusing, and I think it's probably better explained in the book.
If there is a book.
If
It's just
there is
I'm
a
pretty
book.
confident there
I
was.
think there's a book. And then lastly, we watched Better Watch Out from 2016, which is a Christmas movie, which was really weird to watch in the summer. On a quiet suburban street, a babysitter must defend a 12-year-old boy from intruders, only to discover it's far from a normal home invasion. I'm glad it doesn't give too much away because there is a twist in the movie, and it's a very unique twist as well. I feel like all these movies have been very unique that we've been watching. We both gave it a 6. So to me, that means I would watch it again and I would recommend it. It's unique. I don't know what else to say without giving it away.
Well, I think the trailers, and of course the dogs are screaming now. The trailers did. It's like a car revving. It just, like, she's just moving faster and faster. I just think it's even better that we don't show what they're doing, because it just sounds so much worse than what it actually
I promise
is.
they're just happily playing. It just sounds really destructive, but they're fine. They love it.
But yes, the trailers did a good job of hiding what this twist was.
Yeah, we had no idea what was gonna happen.
I was expecting one movie going in, and it was something completely different.
Yeah. Anyways, those were the 4 that we've watched recently. Let us know down below if you've seen them and what you think, because obviously, like, everyone can have different opinions. I've seen like comments being like,
You're not right. You're false.
everyone can have different opinions, obviously.
Everyone
So
can like
ours.
movies. Movies are made to entertain us, and they do entertain a large portion of us. Just some people like things that other people don't.
And we're really hard on horror movies.
Yeah.
We really are. Anyway, hope you enjoyed this video, and we will see you in our next one. Bye-bye.
See you guys.